friends, it's me, Rhea Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have all things back to school inspiration. As much as I would not like to admit it, back to school is right around the corner, and so I have compiled some of my previous back to school videos for you to kind of help get you motivated, get you started, it's time to accept the inevitable. I have restocks, back to school clothes, school supplies. I have a whole video that's dedicated to lunchbox ideas, and I've got them all crammed together, and I'm gonna share that with you. And if you are new here or you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out on my upcoming back to school videos that will be coming in the very near future. I am so glad that you are here. I hope you are all doing well and that you are still enjoying the little bit of time you have left with your kids before it's time for back to school, or maybe you're counting down the days, whichever end of the spectrum you are on. I'm really glad you're here. I hope you stick around. Let's get started. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rhea Peterson. How's it going? Today we have got all the things: cleaning, decluttering and organizing, cooking, just lots of things happening, and I'm gonna bring you along with me. I've got some areas in my house that are just kind of getting really cluttered and I want to take care of it. And I'm also I still have to do like the normal mom stuff, like wiping down the kitchen and, feeding my children. So that is what we're gonna do today, and I am excited to get it all done. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Rhea Peterson, and I upload multiple times a week on like organizing, cleaning and decluttering, mom life, food. That's a big one for me, and I'm excited for you to be here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up, and let's get started. Okay, we are starting off in my boys' closet. It is surprisingly close to back to school. We're like halfway through the summer already, which I cannot believe, and my children are growing like weeds, and normally I'm really behind on it. I get frazzled and then I order a lot of wrong sizes, but this year you don't get that, Rhea. You get proactive and organized, Rhea. So I'm going to go through all of their clothes and see what's still in good condition, what still is going to work. My youngest son I'm not as worried about. My oldest son, he is 10 and he is growing like crazy, and I feel like anytime I order any clothes for him, they are either too small or too big. I cannot find a happy medium, and then I'm just right under the wire right before school starts. So I'm gonna stay on top of it this year. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna kind of go through their drawers, pull out anything really tattered, and then kind of just make a list of what sizes we're low on, what categories of clothing we're low on, and just kind of get an idea of what I'm gonna need for the school year, because sales are gonna start popping up. I'm already getting like notifications on my phone about like school supplies, and I was at Costco and they had Halloween decorations and Christmas bows and watermelons and camping gear. Like it was a lot to take in, but it was a good reminder that time never stops. So I am going to get a bag for any donation clothes, and I'm going to get a piece of paper and a pen so that I can write everything down, and then just get started. So I apologize for the angle. You can't even really see what I'm doing, but I keep bins of spare clothes, like different sizes in the kids' closet just up on the shelf. And so I've pulled those down and I'm kind of sorting through what is there and just getting things kind of reorganized, pulling out things that like I know for sure neither of my kids are going to wear, or at least neither of my boys are going to wear, and then kind of working through to see what I can pull out for Callum, what's going to finally fit Hugo, and just kind of trying to get it organized and also kind of remind my brain, because these kids are growing like crazy and I never know, do I have a size? Do I not have a size? And it's just a lot. So that is what we're doing, and I'm just going to have notes in my phone and my iPad. It all syncs together so that I can always reference it to make sure that I know what I am looking for. But now it is time to go through their drawers, basically do the same thing, and then reassess and see what I might need. I've been looking for this sock. I'm just keeping right now a record of what their current sizes are and just kind of things that they're low on my iPad, and then everything syncs in the cloud, and so I can reference it on my computer, on my phone, on my iPad. It's awesome. Okay, there is a method to my madness. It all makes sense to me. We got a bunch of clothes from our neighbor a while ago, like over a year ago. And a lot of it was just way too big for Hugo, but I knew he'd eventually grow into it. Excuse me. So I pulled out that stuff. It's been in the bin for a while, so I'm going to wash it. And then I forgot just how many t-shirts there were, all the same size and like every color of one style. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash all of them, and then I'll just have Hugo go through and pick out the ones that he likes, and then we'll donate the ones that he doesn't.
But I really like the Christmas ones.
Yes, and then we have all of our Christmas pajamas from over the years.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear them for update tonight.
Well, they're gonna stay in the bin for a minute. It's not quite time to wear those yet.
Oh, I have to get more bigger to wear those.
Yep. So this is all stuff that will fit Callum, but won't yet. And I've got a couple more things that I pulled out of his drawer that are too small that I can just donate. And then that's it. I only found like one thing that is really, I don't want to just donate. It's got a hole in it, like it's a little tattered, so I'm going to donate to like a textiles drive. So I guess I'm going to get a load of laundry started, and yeah. So if you're someone that's seen Friends, this reference will make sense to you. If not, spoiler alert, there's this episode where the friends want to look in this closet that's in Monica's apartment, and she doesn't want anybody to look in it. And they finally see what's inside, and it's a mess. And this is that closet. I've mentioned before in a number of videos that I do have ADHD, but I also really like things clean and organized. Like, there's a lot of stereotypes that go with ADHD, but I really think that, we all have similarities, but it manifests differently for different people. And for me, I get overwhelmed, and there's just a spot where I put the things that overwhelm me, and I'll come back to it later. And that oftentimes is this closet. So I'm finally addressing the closet and I'm getting it done. One of the things that I try to do to sort of help myself with ADHD is kind of know my limits and give myself grace, but I also try to schedule in time to address these areas. And this closet had been kind of in the back of my brain and getting louder and louder and louder. And I knew, okay, I can schedule this. Like, this isn't going to break me now. I'm going to take care of the closet. And so I'm addressing the closet, and these things never take as long as I think they're going to take, and getting it all done, I always feel really awesome afterwards. So finally, like, taking care of all of the holiday decorations that just kind of get thrown back in there after each holiday. I knew that I wanted to use my vacuum bags the day I got them on these pillows, but I've had them for like 2 months now, and I'm finally getting to it. Just little things. And there's this I don't know if it's a metaphor, I'm not sure the right word, but it's this thing about spoons, and you only have so many spoons in the day. And with ADHD, a lot of the time you're out of spoons before the day is over. And so if I put things off thinking I'll do it after the kids go to bed, it's not going to get done, because I am out of spoons by the end of the day, regardless of what I've been doing, what I had scheduled, what I didn't have scheduled. Just by the end of the day, even with just the social interactions with my children, I'm tired and I'm done. So I know that I need to take advantage of the time where I am at my peak during the day and do the things that are bothering me, that have been overwhelming, that I can spare some spoons for, and just get it done. So I don't know about you, but it is hard to deal with, but it can actually be really rewarding learning how to combat these things. You mentally available to help me remember something right now? Zucchini, broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, and chicken sausages.
Zucchini, broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, chicken sausages. What do you need to know about it?
Apples. It's just because it's gonna get into dinner time and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what to make for dinner. And I'm gonna be like, I know I thought of something, but I can't remember what it is. But I'm currently tangled in America and I can't leave my spot. It also helps to have someone like Connor who will help me remember things like my idea for dinner. And when he asks, when do you need to know it by? And I reply, apples, he understands me. He's the best. I didn't want to leave my spot because honestly, I was worried that I was going to lose momentum and not finish it. And I was determined to get those things detangled or untangled and get these things into bags. I am sorting each holiday into Ziploc bags. I've said before, I keep the holidays, aside from Christmas, really, really simple. Just a few things that I can fit in bags. Easter is a little heavier, but it was really nice to finally just get this stuff sorted into bags so I can just grab the bag for the holiday, put the stuff out, rinse and repeat. So it feels really, really good to finally have this done. I've been combating these bins for years, and it just finally came together, and I just zeroed in on it, got it done, and I was so happy with the results.
Someone true like you are, 'cause all you need is somebody, all you need is somebody, someone true like you are. Someone like you. Yeah, I just need someone like you. Someone like you. Yeah, I just need someone like you. Someone like you.
I had some 3M hooks left over from when I did the laundry room, and these wreaths have just kind of been in the way, falling off, and I had a brain blast and remembered those hooks. So I threw a hook up on the wall, hung up my flag and my Easter wreath, and now I don't have to worry about them falling and getting destroyed anymore, which has always been a worry. So I'm almost done with the Understairs closet though, and it is so refreshing to be able to open this and not feel like frustrated. It just looks really good. Everything is placed in order of like when I might need it, and it's just really nice to have that all organized. So getting those two like organizing projects were just a wonderful thing to finish, and so we decided to go on a little adventure after that.
Taking me a while to get it. Had to live and cry to appreciate life, and what you give is worth it. When you're holding me, when you hold me so close, I want further in under your skin. Wanna leave a mark.
It always blows my mind how talented people are. Those were so amazing. It was all chalk art in a town nearby, and it was so fun to just kind of drop everything and go see it, and the kids really enjoyed it. But when we got home, of course, they were all requesting frappuccinos, and frappuccinos are very expensive. So I just started making them at home. It's just ice, milk, and then I put flavoring in. Today was strawberry, and just blend it all up. The kids loved it. Add some whipped cream and a little bit of chocolate drizzle. Chocolate strawberry, baby. It was delicious. It was very fun. But it was time to start dinner, and if you remember, I gave my list to Connor for my idea, and he knew immediately when we got home the stuff that I needed out, so he started gathering all that stuff while I was making the frappuccino. And because my kids are my kids, he also got some Dino Buddies going just as backup, because it was one of those days where we just wanted everybody to end it on a high note. So we were going to make sure that there was something that everybody liked. But now you get to see it in action. The dinner that I listed to Connor, I only made a few adjustments. I did not end up adding the tomatoes, and I ended up adding onion in. But other than that, it's pretty much everything I said on that list. And with garlic, salt, and pepper, I used the frozen Doric cubes for extra convenience. This all came together really, really fast, and it was really delicious. I just ended up putting some of the Bachan's barbecue, like yuzu barbecue. I'll link it in the description and you'll see it later, but I just put that on for a little bit of extra like flavor and sauce, and it was so delicious. But as I mentioned, things kind of live in the back of my head and get louder and louder. We also had some bananas that were starting to get old, and so I knew that if I didn't make banana bread while I was motivated to do it, I risked ending up having to throw away those bananas. So I just jumped right in and started making banana bread. I woke up this morning, like the morning that I made this video, thinking I need to use those bananas, and I'm really glad that I followed through, because it also made breakfast the next day really, really convenient. But while everybody ate dinner, or at least while dinner was finishing up and we were getting everything together to eat dinner, I threw together this banana bread, and I managed to get it in the oven right when we needed to sit down to dinner and let it bake while we cleaned up. I forgot, I also added in some baby potatoes that I had in my fridge that I needed to use up as well. This was a good day of just getting it taken care of. I used up a lot of the produce that needed to be used up. I took care of the tasks that I'd been putting off, and I saved the bananas before it was too late. It was a good day for getting things done. But we are done with dinner. The bread is still baking. My kids thought that it would be ready like right after dinner, and I kept having to remind them, no, it's for a yummy breakfast in the morning. And there were mixed feelings about it, but it was worth the wait in the morning. And they got to be there when I took it out of the oven so they could smell it all warm and delicious. But everybody helped clean up a little bit, and then Connor took the kids upstairs to get them started on the bedtime routine while I stayed downstairs and just finished up getting the dishes done. If I go upstairs and do the bedtime routine, I likely am not going to come back downstairs to do the rest of the stuff. And so I just said, I'm going to finish this while you take the kids upstairs, Connor. And that was what we agreed on. So I'm just quickly getting the dishes all washed up, and then I'll start wiping everything down and cleaning up the floors so that it's all nice and tidy by bedtime. Well, I'm nearly done. Stay tuned for the banana bread. It'll be out very shortly, but otherwise a lot was accomplished today. I was able to do a lot of the things that were just kind of on my list that were kind of bugging me, like the kids' clothes and the Understairs closet, and it feels really good to have those things done and taken care of so that I can move my mental capacity onto something else. And it also felt really good to make a good dinner and to have things cleaned up. This does not happen every night. I don't clean up like this every single night, but I try to prioritize it as much as my spoons will allow so that the next morning I'm not overwhelmed by the mess. So I'm really glad that I just leaned into the momentum and I'm able to just chill. The banana bread is almost ready. I am just closing things down, but thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. If you're not already, please hit that subscribe button, and otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye. Hey everyone, it's Rhea Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. I have a ton of stuff to get done. I've got all of the back to school stuff that I need to finish up before my kids go back to school. I have got groceries to put away, get the pantry restocked, and I've got to get everything organized, like all of their clothes and school supplies. So I've done some shopping. I need to get everything organized, and that is what my goal is today. I also have a few Amazon items that I'm hoping will make the school year a lot easier. And we went to Target, and I may or may not have got a few fall decor items that I want to show you. So I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get started. So we were just at Costco after running a bunch of errands, and Hugo was so sweet. He tried to bring in like all of the groceries. It was really adorable, but I need to get everything unpacked. I will show you my grocery haul, and then everything needs to be put away. I have to get my pantry restocked. So I'm going to get the rest of the groceries in, and then I will show you what I got. Okay, so I restocked on bagels and tortillas. My kids eat those for lunch and breakfast like every day. We needed cottage cheese. I got chocolate milk. My kids really like it, and I also like it post-run. I'm doing a 200-mile relay race this weekend, and so I'm gonna take a bunch of these for myself. I don't run the whole 200 miles. It's a team thing, but I really enjoy these, especially when I've been running a lot of miles. We needed more milk and corn dogs. They're great for after a long day, and I did not make time to plan dinner, so those come in handy. And then just cheese sticks and cheese. I love these perfect bars, and they were on sale at Costco. They were like $6 off a box, so I grabbed 3 boxes of them because they freeze really well. They're good ingredients, a great source of protein, and they're pretty filling, so I love having those around for a snack. I leaned into the produce. My son Callum especially loves eating whole apples, so I grabbed the little apples, these are Gala, and I grabbed 2 bags of those, and then a bunch of cuties. We have a lot happening in the last week or so before they go back to school, so I needed to be stocked because I'm not going to have time to go shopping again. And we're also going camping right before school starts, so I'll take a bunch of these for that too. Grapes, tomatoes, bananas, and some bell peppers for our fruits and vegetables this week. And then all of the snacks, goldfish and granola bars. These Bobos I really love. And then my almond crackers. I love these. And we needed more syrup. This was Hugo's request. He's eaten these since he was a baby. Since he could eat. And he's 10 now, but he really loves these. I don't buy them all the time because my kids eat them like wood chippers and they get kind of messy, but they're pretty good. And I mean, they can't hurt you. So we got those. And then just a couple of other things. Meat sticks for snacks, and we'll take them camping. I'll take them on my race along with the trail mix and the liquid IV. This one's my favorite because it also has the vitamin C. I really love it when I've been clocking a lot of miles. That kind of work can affect your immune system. So I like to make sure that I'm doing what I can to help prevent any type of virus or anything. So I really like this one. And they were also on sale at Costco. A lot of this stuff is going on sale because of back to school, a lot of germs, and the colder weather is coming. So I got that one because it's my favorite. And then we did stop by Fred Meyer, and I just got bread for my kids. I found some gluten-free English muffins that I'm excited to try. My favorite yogurt, cream cheese to go with the bagels. We're gonna have enchiladas this week, so I got a couple of cans of this, onions and cilantro, and then I use vinegar a lot, and I have a million cucumbers. So I was going to make cucumber chips, and I needed a bunch of vinegar. And then this is all Target. Some of it is my back to school stuff that I need to get sorted, and then their dollar spot was refilled with some new things. So I picked up some goodies for my more traditional fall decor, and I might give you a little sneak peek of that later when I'm sorting through all the back to school stuff. But I'm gonna get all of this put away, and then I need to take care of that. So let's get to it.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah.
So I needed to get the kitchen cleaned up as well, so I am including that. Right now I'm just washing out my sink so that I can get my produce soaking. I just put it in water with like a cup of vinegar in it, and I let it sit for 20 minutes, and then my produce is clean and I can just put it away, and we don't have to worry about cleaning things as we go. It's all just ready to go and ready to eat. My goal was to make sure that we had a lot of healthy options for the kids that I knew that they liked, and that was one of the reasons why I brought them with me. I don't always take them grocery shopping with me because they kind of scatter and they like feed off each other's energy. I don't know if you have found this with your children, but it can get bonkers. So I always hesitate bringing them, but they did a good job, and they were able to pick out a lot of things in our house, especially during the school year. They need to pick something fresh to go with whatever other thing they want to eat as a snack, just kind of trying to balance it out. So we have like the carby, dry, crackery things, and then I try to keep like apples, grapes, carrots, things like that in the house for them to choose as well, and even just like a applesauce packet, just as long as, I always call it something from the earth. Did you have something from the earth today is what I will ask them, and they know what I mean by that. So I wanted to make sure that all of that was restocked and ready to go. School isn't quite in session yet, but we have a lot of things going on with like back to school nights, and we have a camping trip, and I've got a big race that I'm doing. So I just needed to get this done on this day so that I didn't have to like scramble the night before school started.
It's gonna hurt even more than this does.
So I did want to ask, like, what are your go-to snacks in your house? I'm not anti-packaged foods or anything. I'm all for any suggestion. I'm just curious what other people have in their house. Like, what do your kids like? I feel like my kids are really picky, but sometimes they surprise me. So I'm always looking for ideas on just something fun for them to try. So leave your suggestions in the comment section. And also, like, are you back in school? Do you have a little bit of time? Just let me know. Let's chat. Come say hi to me. I really love hearing from you in the comments, and I'm here to cheer you on and just help you feel like you can get through the school year.
Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy.
So the produce is done, the dishes are done. Now I need to get all of the pantry items restocked and put away. But other than getting the kitchen finished up and cleaned, this is the last thing I need to do in the kitchen before I start getting all of the boxes with their back to school stuff in it out and get everything opened up and sorted so that I've got it organized and I know if I'm missing anything, and like make sure that it actually fits my kids.
like it all, the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby, I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time, looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us.
Now my kids, they aren't going to eat the cilantro, but I did just want to show you how I store it. I just put it in some water in a jar, and then I buy these bread bags. I make bread and things like that, but they're just really handy to do stuff like this, where I put it kind of loosely over the leaves, and I have noticed that my herbs don't go bad as quickly. It's been really nice.
The things I love, be one of the things I love. Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you.
So after I got everything restocked and was cleaning up the kitchen, Alice came downstairs. She's been doing this thing, which it's cute, and I'm glad that she's so independent, but she's been getting the milk out and just pouring herself a glass of milk, which is fine, but the problem is a lot of the time she leaves the milk out or she spills it, and so I was helping her, and then she got mad at me because she needed to do it, so then I let her top it off a little bit, but it has been so funny. I've been finding the milk out constantly. It used to be applesauces everywhere, and now it's the milk out constantly. And the other day she even I had a little bit of heavy cream left from something, and so she'd poured herself a glass of milk and then she topped it off with the heavy cream, like all that was left of the heavy cream. But then she didn't drink it. It was just there on the counter, and I called her downstairs and asked her about it. But it's been a funny new thing that she has been doing, which I find it annoying. I'm sure I'll be sad when it stops, but she is an adventure for sure. But the kitchen is just about done. I'm going to finish up getting everything vacuumed, and then I need to get all of the boxes out.
Doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you.
So I did have some of their supplies already sorted because I ordered it all through Target, and Target sends boxes like as the orders are filled. So it was like 3 different shipments, but I had already started getting it all organized. I put all of their stuff in labeled bags. I know some people put that stuff like right in the backpack, but because of back to school night, I just find the paper bags easier so we can just kind of drop them off if we have to, if it's like really busy. So I'm getting all of those things sorted, and I'm getting their clothes into piles sales, and I will kind of show you what they have for like back to school clothes for right now. Here is all of the clothes, but I opted not to do a big clothing haul. My kids are growing like crazy and they are pretty easygoing, just t-shirts and shorts for the most part. So we still have a bunch of stuff left over that they can wear. I did want to get them a couple of new things, especially some of the everyday stuff that they've grown out of, like socks and shoes and things like that. So this is Hugo's. I got a lot of socks for Hugo. I bought these before I came across these. I got these from Kohl's and they were on sale. They were both under $10. And Hugo loves Mario and Sonic. So I got both of these for him. He goes through a lot of socks because he takes them off, and then when he wants to go do something, he gets a new pair instead of putting on the socks he'd already put on for the day. So he does go through a lot of socks. And you know, it's never bad to have too many socks. And I got him new tennis shoes. I'm hoping these fit. I'm gonna have to come down and try them on, but I never, ever pay full price for Nikes, but Nikes are kind of the staple in our house. My kids wear them. We have an outlet not far from here, so I usually will wait until March to get them new shoes, but he grew out of his, so I needed to get some new ones, and I ordered these online from Nordstrom Rack. It was a really good deal, so hopefully these fit him. It's hard when I'm only shopping clearance for this kind of stuff because you do kind of have more limited choices in what they might like, but I really think he will like these blue shoes. They're very Sonic blue, and he's really into Sonic right now, so fingers crossed, everyone. And then we do have family pictures coming up, plus it is always nice to just have a nicer pair of sneakers. You never know what's happening. I got these on Amazon. I'm hoping they fit in. And they're also kind of sneakery, so if you were feeling fancy one day, you could wear these instead of his tennis shoes. So I thought these were cool. They seem like they're really good quality. And I mean, I like Amazon because returns are really easy. He did grow out of all of his lighter shorts. I thought I got 2 pairs of these. I'm going to have to go back and look at my order, but these are Old Navy. I got them, again, not full price. They were all $8, and I just got 2 black and 2 blue. My kids are not picky, and they would wear like the same thing every day. So I just tried to get stuff that would coordinate with the millions of t-shirts that they have and that they would be comfortable in. And I got these Nike sweatpants. Hugo's not a big jeans person. He really likes like comfortable, here, I'll leave these out. He really likes comfortable stuff, which I know, same, but they're just these like really soft, lightweight sweatpants. I got them at Nordstrom Rack. Again, I did not pay full price for them. I don't even remember how much they were. I'd have to look, but I know I got these both for under $50. And for a Nike sweatpant like that, that's not too bad. And I'm kind of jealous. Like, I would wear these. They're so soft and lightweight. I really like them, and I hope he likes them. They might be a little big, but every year I get him something and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are never gonna fit you. And now he's growing out of all the stuff that I got him last year. So I'm hoping he likes these, and I say that, oh, I hope they fit, but honestly, I hope they either are too, like they fit him because they're not too big or too small. It's so hard with Hugo. I feel like there's never an in-between. He's either swimming in something or he's already outgrown it. I don't know what to do. And then they needed a sweatshirt. I usually get them 1 pullover and 1 zip up to wear for the year. We're in Oregon, so we don't have really extreme temperatures usually. I'll get them a winter jacket to wear when it's really, really cold, but for the most part, they prefer to just wear this stuff. And then they'll shove their jackets in their backpack. But this is what they picked out this year, and they actually picked the same thing, which I thought was really cute. I gave them options, but they both wanted Sonic, So that's still every year they've had matching sweatshirts. Thankfully, there's a big enough difference in their size now where it's not as hard for me to discern and I don't have to look at the tag of everything. And then he doesn't ever really wear them, but he does occasionally, and he's going to need to wear them for family pictures. So I did grab a pair of jeans. These are Old Navy. I like Old Navy or Cat and Jack for him, although he's starting to kind of size out of the kids' clothes. So I might need to kind of branch out. We'll see what he ends up wearing. For Callum, it's a little bit smaller. He gets his brother's hand-me-downs, but I just feel bad leaving him with just hand-me-downs. And they have enough of a gap between them that he does need a little bit of stuff supplemented. I got him a pair of shoes. White was all that was really available that I thought he would like. He wears a pair of like classic Adidas right now. They used to be white, but now they're this nice beige color. But I can wash these, and they're kid shoes. They're gonna get dirty. So I think he'll really, really like these. I'm crossing my fingers they will fit. And then for family pictures, and then he actually likes wearing different kinds of shoes. So I kind of got one that was a bit tennis shoey like his brother, and he'll likely wear these to school as well. So these are Steve Madden. I got these ones on Amazon. They seemed really good quality and they were not crazy expensive, especially for Steve Madden. And then just a little bit smaller haul here for him. He does not need any socks, but I didn't want him to be left out. So I got him some Pokemon ones, which he'll be pretty happy about. This, again, family pictures. This was kind of the vibe I was going for. It's that or the blue, and this is a greenish color, and he got the same shorts as his brother and then the same sweatshirt. Miss Alice, I haven't done a lot of shopping for her. It's always fun to go with her because she gets a lot more excited and like wants to buy everything. The boys like couldn't care less unless they see like a video game shirt that they like, but Alice, everything she sees is something that is necessary. And so I just got stuff. They're both options for our family pictures, but they're also things that she is going to enjoy wearing. And that's kind of what I was going for with all of the family picture stuff. Like, I know realistically, Hugo's probably not gonna wear any of the stuff that I got him, but here is Alice's little haul. We will see what we end up wearing. This was my original plan for her. These little booties. But then with Hugo's shirt, I grabbed this at Target. These are Old Navy and this is Target. I grabbed it just in case, and she actually saw it before I did and she loved it. So there it is, the back to school haul. I'm gonna have the boys try on their shoes because that is the thing I am most stressed out about. And then
I can't tell what's wrong or right. Should I go without saying goodbye?
So they all decided to come down to try everything on, and it was a miracle. Everything fit. So they are just kind of seeing everything and finding out what they got, but I'm going to help them get all of this done, pack it all up and get it upstairs. But then I did get a couple of things from Amazon that will hopefully make my life easier. And so I did want to show you that. And then I do have that decor to show you as well.
Keep on searching for my home. There's a hunger in my soul, makes me keep on trying, holding on, take me on.
To make my life easier, and so I tried to think back of what like the stressors were last year and tried to problem solve. So for one thing, we usually use like Planet boxes. They're these stainless steel reusable lunch boxes, but they were getting too small. Hugo can just pack it in. So I needed something bigger without causing a lot of waste. I wish I could have found something stainless steel, but I mean, this is pretty good quality. So I got these on Amazon and each kid gets one, and I liked them because they were versatile and they seemed like they were going to fit a good amount of food. It comes with like this little dipper thing that you can use. in the cutlery, and they don't often take stuff where they need that, so we can put like a napkin in here, or like I can leave a little note for them. But this just comes off really easily. Alice can work it very well. And then it has this thing that separates the food from the lid, which I actually really appreciated. So this should hopefully not have to be washed as often in theory. I mean, I'll wash it, but it's nice knowing that it's not going to necessarily get like food caught in there. And so this comes off. It's not hard to pull off. Alice can also do it really easily. And then this is nice and deep, so I can, you know, fit a sandwich in here or a wrap, and she can have berries. And it comes with these little silicone cups and these tiny little forks for her to eat her fruit with or whatever she wants. But I just thought it was handy. I mean, it's going to take some time to really figure out if this is like the perfect thing that works. I already feel like it's going to be better than what we had been working with. And because I'd ordered these, one of the reasons why we went to Target was so that they could pick out lunch boxes. So Alice picked out this one. It's Cat and Jack. This was like $4.99. It was a really good deal. And she already has a pink unicorn backpack that it goes with really well. Different brand. I got her backpack on Amazon, but it's really nice. This just fits right in here. And so she can easily take it to preschool, or on whatever adventure we go on. So that was really handy. And then the boys, I got Callum a green one, and then they both wanted Ninja Turtles. There was a point where all three of them were going to get Ninja Turtles, and I thought, well, that makes things really easy. But then Alice imprinted on this one, so we had to get this one, which was nice. This one was a little cheaper. These were $10. This was $4.99. So we have these Ninja Turtles lunch boxes. These fit right in there, which is awesome. Cal got green, Hugo got blue, and you know, they can swap. I guess it doesn't really matter who's assigned to what, but that's going to make lunches way easier on their cold lunch days. Another problem I ran into was them scrambling for stuff when they had homework. So what I did was I went on Amazon and I found these little like file boxes. And they're small, they're not crazy thick, but I'm just going to make sure that they have pencil, eraser, and scratch paper in there for them to do their homework with. They usually have like worksheets and stuff, so it's not a big deal, but this way, like their names on them, and they know if they have homework, they can just grab their folder. It has all of their supplies, and they can get their snack and go to their spot and work on that, instead of them like climbing to get pencils down and not knowing where scrap paper is, even though it's been in the same spot their whole life, you know. So that I'm hoping is a good solution. It came in a 4-pack. I mean, I only technically need 2, but Alice will want something. So I was going to print off some little letter pages for her to do, so that she has something to do as well. And then the one other thing that always drove me crazy last year was when they would bring home worksheets and papers and stuff, and they'd just come in the house and put their backpacks here, and just everything was piled up. And then they never hung their backpacks up. So I got these baskets. I think I'm only gonna need one. Again, another Amazon find, but this is for like worksheets, permission slips, whatever they have that needs to be sorted. And when they get home, they have to empty their backpacks. And then any papers that mom needs to see will go in the basket. So this is just gonna sit on the bench in the mudroom. Their backpacks go here. There's Alice's cute little pink one. It's so cute. I'll link it. I got it on Amazon. I love it. Anyways, they can put their papers there, and then I will know where everything is, and my counter will be cleared. I'm hoping that that is a good solution. And even if it doesn't work out, honestly, these baskets are really cute, and I can already think of 1,000 other things I could do with them. Luckily, it came as a 2-pack, so I can have fun with another one. I'm not going to put like what they need to take back in the basket. I'm just going to put whatever needs to go back to school directly in their bags, like I always have. But we really need to lean in to them getting their stuff hung up instead of just leaving it all on the island, because it was driving me bonkers last year. Okay, and finally, as promised, I do have a little more of a fall haul from Target. They had restocked their dollar spot and they had a bunch more stuff than they did the last time I was there. And so I picked up a couple of things. I am gonna get all the pumpkins out come 1st of September. So I'm very excited and I don't have to wait very long to put these out. But they had these really pretty glass ones. They had other ones, but these were the 3 that I thought would work with a bunch of glass ones that I already have. They do light up. I'm not gonna pull the tab though until closer to, but everything was between $1 and $5, which I love, but these were all $3, I think, and this one I think was $1. Yeah, this one was $1. This one doesn't light up, but that's okay. I got this little jar. I just thought it was cute, and this basket, but I thought that was really cute. This is a Lazy Susan. I'm dead. I love it. I grabbed that. They had all these. They have a ton of like soft pumpkins, but I really liked these woven ones. They have these really like fluffy, squishy ones. They have plaids and like almost like furry ones, and I thought about it, but I liked the simplicity of these ones, and I already have some pumpkins, so I didn't want to go bonkers. I mean, I bought 9 and at $1 each. Like, you see it and you're like, oh, it's only $1, so you just keep grabbing them, and then $9 later you're $9 deep, right? So this was enough. But they ranged from like $1 to $3, I think. Then they had these woven baskets. I got the green, and I also grabbed a cream one. Mostly,
These are one of our favorite things we like.
yes, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't.
And these yellow ones are favorites.
That's your favorite?
Yeah. Yellow one's my perfect favorite one.
Is that yellow?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And no, it's orange.
That's right. I couldn't choose.
Orange.
I liked the cream and the green, so I grabbed them both. They were $3, and
No, this one's white.
you're right. That one is white. I grabbed them both.
These are the glass ones that we like too.
Yeah.
And this is a pumpkin basket.
And then this was the last thing I grabbed. Was
Mom,
just this
Mom,
tray.
this is
This one, it came in green and white, and I just opted for the white,
And we have
obviously.
a white
That's $5.
basket. And we have a white basket.
Yes, darling. Thank you. But that's it. That was my little Target fall haul, in addition to all the back to school. Oh boy. Okay, well, that is everything. I am so glad to have all of the back to school stuff sorted and organized. I'm literally doing the laundry right now as I speak, getting all of their new clothes cleaned and ready for them for when school goes back into session. And all I have left is like labeling their school supplies, which they can help with. So I'm almost done. It feels so good. But again, thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I hope that everyone is doing well, whether you are spending the last few days of summer or your kids are back in school. I just am cheering you on. I hope that it is going well for you. I have more fall decor coming up. I'm so excited to get all of the pumpkins out and all of the leaves and extra fall things to put up for my home, and I'm excited to share that with you. Plus, I have a lot of fun ideas for like fall desserts and crock-pot recipes and stuff that I'm excited to share with you as well. So stay tuned for all of that. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a video. But other than that, that is everything. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have some quick and delicious kids lunch ideas for you. I have 5 different lunch ideas that I'm going to share with you that can all be made ahead of time. I have already tested them and my kids like them, and they should be easy and budget friendly. So If you are new to my channel, my name is Rhea Peterson. I upload multiple times a week covering things like cleaning, organization, food, mom life, those kinds of things. And I'm so glad that you are here, but this should be really quick and easy, so let's get started. Okay, so we're starting with like the most, like in my mind, traditional lunch. And that is peanut butter and jelly. But we're gonna make peanut butter and jelly, and we're just gonna make homemade Uncrustables. My attitude is, why buy them when you could save a little bit and make your own and customize the ingredients? I wanted organic Uncrustables, and so I am able to make that by making them myself with my own ingredients. I like the Kirkland creamy, natural, organic peanut butter. Love this stuff. And then we will, like every other year, make freezer jam. And this is strawberry. We go pick strawberries, we make a bunch of it, and we like it. So that is what we're gonna do. We just started getting this Fran's Naked Organic white bread. I can't get it at Costco, which is kind of a bummer, but I get it just in the grocery store. My son Callum especially really loves white bread, which I think is funny. My mom would never buy it when I was a kid growing up, so I didn't have white bread for years and years, unless like my friends would let me try it. I didn't know. In fact, I didn't buy white bread until probably within the last 2 years. These are really easy. I'm gonna show you how I make them and go from there. Okay, so these are crazy easy. I had this stack of biscuit cutters that I got from IKEA, and so I used the right size for that, and then that is from my blender. I'm just using it to tamp down the middle a little bit so that I can put the peanut butter and jelly in there. I like it just because it seems like the right shape, but you can just use your hand, the back of a spoon, whatever. I was just extra and used that, but otherwise, just be careful when you make these not to overfill it. I have done that before and they spill out the sides. A tablespoon of peanut butter has quite the caloric punch, so you don't need a ton, and my kids are little, so they don't eat a ton anyways, so this is like just the perfect amount of peanut butter and jelly in there. And then I save the crusts and I freeze them, and I'll make like bread pudding with them, or you can make breadcrumbs with them. Sometimes when I don't use the circle cutter and I just cut the crusts off, Connor will eat the crusts. So my kids will eat the crusts, but not all of the time. So this is a good way to like compromise and make sure that they actually eat when they're at school. And I do it 2 different ways. I prefer this way, pinching it kind of like pie crust, but I'm also going to show you can go around it with like a fork. You could use a butter knife, whatever, just a way to seal the bread. And a good moist fluffy bread works the best because it like sticks together as you're doing it. But so easy. You pop it in the freezer for a little bit on a pan and then transfer it to a bag, and it's great. They thaw by lunchtime. These are so easy and convenient. So I froze them for about an hour, just kind of flash freeze them before putting them in the bag so they didn't stick together. This way they stay nice and separate and you can pull them apart. But once they're ready to go on the lunch, I just put them in there. My kids' lunches, they always get like a fruit and a vegetable option and then something kind of sweet. And it's really easy and simple. My kids can pack it themselves and just really quick and easy. Okay, so our next easy lunch is stromboli. I love stromboli. Like, surprisingly passionate about how much I love stromboli. For some reason, I don't know what it is. It's just delicious. And I wanted a nice, quick, easy way to do it to make it fun for my kids so that they can have pizza in their lunches, but like a little less messy. in the lunchbox, and this is just convenient. So I'm going to do it with pre-made pizza crust. You just get it in like the cinnamon roll, cold cinnamon roll section in your grocery store. And then just your favorite marinara sauce. I didn't have any, so I just made some. This is just a can, like a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, 6 tablespoons of tomato paste, and then just seasonings like Italian seasoning, basil, oregano, garlic, onion, that kind of stuff. And I just kind of whipped it up. It smells really, really good. This is typically what I do when I don't have marinara around, and most of the times my kids don't notice. So I'm hoping they don't notice this time. But then just regular cheese and pepperoni. I'm not going fancy. You could use like salami, ham, whatever you like. You can make it vegetarian. There's all sorts of stuff that you could do. So I am going to get some flour so I can roll this out, and I will show you how to make them. They're crazy easy to make. There's a couple ways you could do this. You could argue that right now I'm just making like homemade Hot Pockets, which yes, I guess I am. The stromboli that I make for like our dinner is rolled, so you get like this swirl in the middle, but these are just folded over. I found a recipe for them and it was convenient to do it this way. It was really nice. I did miss the swirl though. Next time I might try and roll it, but this is nice too because it is less messy because it is all compact together, which I'll show you once I fold them. So it's kind of a dealer's choice. I miss the swirl. I find the swirl whimsical and fun, but this is cleaner and holds together a lot better to fold them over like Hot Pockets. So it's totally your preference, but my kids loved these. They were so easy to make and it would be a quick dinner, lunch. It froze really, really well. So definitely a winner for my kids. These turned out perfect. They were so good. I don't eat a lot of gluten, but I tried these and I had to make myself stop because they were that good. Although I do love stromboli, so I'm not totally surprised. These are my kids' lunch boxes. I got them on Amazon. I got them because they were deeper and they held more food. A lot of the other bento boxes were just a little too shallow, and I have very tall children, so I needed something that would hold a little bit more food. These are awesome. I will link them. But then you see again, fruit, vegetable, and something sweet. The lunchbox came with these little containers, so I just put a little bit of marinara on the side to dip the stromboli in, and it was perfect. This one was another winner for sure. Okay, so our next thing is actually breakfast. My kids are big fans when the school would do like breakfast for lunch. And so what's easier than sending some little pancakes and syrup to dip them in? This is really quick, really easy. I just buy the Kodiak cakes mix. You could use Krusteaz, you could make your own. There's lots of gluten-free options that you could get. I know like Pamela's and Bob's Red Mill are good options for gluten-free pancake mixes, but it's just really easy. You're just making mini pancakes. You could do cinnamon toast sticks. You could make mini waffles. There's lots of like, if it comes in mini, might as well put it in a lunch. in our house, pancakes are a big hit. My kids don't really like French toast or anything, so mini pancakes it is. I'm out of mini chocolate chips, which is unfortunate. So I'm just gonna use regular chocolate chips in a couple of them. But yeah, this is really easy, really quick. You can make a lot and they can double up for breakfast and lunch, which is nice. So we're gonna make mini pancakes. I have made these pancakes on my channel a number of times. It's really straightforward. I normally do just a whole bag of Kodiak cakes and then we have them in the fridge for the week. So this was a no-brainer for me. I just did half a bag and there was still a ton. They freeze really well. They stay nice in the refrigerator for a while. This works well for breakfast and lunch. It's a double hitter and my kids don't mind eating pancakes cold and dipping them into syrup. So easy and convenient. Okay, I do break my own rule on this one. Instead of fruit and vegetable, I get fruit and bacon because why not? Pancakes and bacon, it's delicious. They can have vegetables with dinner. Is a make your own Lunchable. These Lunchables can get kind of expensive, and once those have been sitting in the things for a while, I feel like the quality of the food starts to decrease. So it's so easy to just make your own, and it's a lot easier to buy this kind of stuff in bulk. So we typically do this kind of stuff, honestly, as a family on the weekends. We'll kind of make our own little Lunchables to have for lunch or even dinner if we're watching like a family movie or playing a game or doing some type of activity. We will make these, but they're also really nice to send in lunches. My kids are not very adventurous, so we typically keep it simple. We always have turkey breast in the house and we always have pepperoni, so it's really easy to just throw those in. My kids don't really love ham or roast beef or anything a lot. Like they'll have it sometimes, but not consistently. Like they'll have turkey. So we just have our main meats that I know my kids like. And then we don't always have sliced cheese, but we do right now. Otherwise, we just get the regular block of cheese and slice it into little squares and put it in there, and then crackers. So I'm going to put together a homemade Lunchable and show you. So I recognize that this one might not be as straightforward for making ahead of time and having like in your freezer or anything, but this is something you could easily pre-slice all of your meats and cheeses and have them in different Tupperwares and just, tell them take 5 slices of cheese or 3 pieces of salami or whatever your preference is. And I mean, you could freeze the meats and cheeses ahead of time. Those things do freeze really well, but this is one that's just really, really easy to throw together regardless of whether or not it was made ahead of time or not. So this one's still one of my top favorite things to give my kids because it's simple. You usually have all the ingredients and can be thrown together in a pinch. Okay, and final lunch idea is wraps. I've mentioned a number of times, Miss Alice is hanging out with me. I've mentioned a lot of times on my channel how obsessed my children are with wraps. We constantly are running low on tortillas. But wraps are the go-to. It's the thing my kids will make themselves the most. So I don't often have to have them pre-made, but it is really handy. So it's really straightforward. We just do meat, mayonnaise, and cheese typically. I do try to sneak some spinach in, but for the most part, my kids get their fruits and vegetables outside of their wraps. But I'm gonna show you how I make our wraps. It's pretty easy. So I have started making my own mayonnaise. I'm not ready to share yet just because I haven't totally, I'm not done with all the troubleshooting yet on how we like it, but stay tuned for that. I will share the mayonnaise recipe soon. But wraps, pretty straightforward. My kids love them. They store really well in the refrigerator, just in a Ziploc bag. You could freeze them. You can make them big and slice them. So easy and convenient, and tortillas are pretty affordable. So this is one that's really, really budget friendly and can be tailored to whatever your preference is. Okay, well that's everything. Those are my 5 favorite make ahead easy lunches that my kids love and enjoy, and I'm so happy to be able to share this with you. I appreciate you. I'm so glad you were here. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. But I am going to continue doing my food videos, maybe a little less frequently, but I am going to lean into my top 5s, my favorite things that I use. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.